How's it going, David from Comic Book Investments? So in this video, we're going to look at 5 key comic books that are heating up. They're going up in price. But before I get into that, see this comic book over here? This is free. All you have to do is enter a giveaway that I'm having to get this book. Or head over to collectorscomics.com and there'll be probably a pop-up, a banner ad, or scroll down at the very bottom if you don't see any of those two, and there'll be like a black bar, and in one of the links will be say giveaway. You can click that, but you should get a pop-up bring you to this. All you have to do is click the little button. Click, get. Click, get. That's all you have to do. Very easy. It's taking a mouse, move up to it says enter giveaway. Click, and then you'll get this book. Well, if you win it. If you're not signed up, you're going to have to sign up, obviously. But at the end of the auction, which will be in a little bit, we will then pick a winner. We'll email you so you don't get any of those annoying bots that are probably flooding the comments down below pretending to be me. Very annoying. We won't charge you any shipping. So if someone pretending to be me starts charging you shipping, it's fake, it's scam. We won't charge you a dime. I don't care where you live. You can live across the pond. You can live on the moon, and I'll give it to Elon Musk, and he will ship you the book through SpaceX. But you will get it. You won't have to charge anything. All you have to do is enter to get it. And we have an auction going on with a ton of good stuff. Tons of good stuff. Lots of good stuff. This is our biggest auction yet by far. So please check it out. Tell your friends and family. Tell your dog. Maybe he has a couple dollars and he wants to buy some comic books. We got some good ones on here. We got Hulk 1. We have a Spider-Man #1 signed by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. Strange Tales 110. We got multiple copies of X-Men 1, multiple copies of Daredevil 1. Of course, we got first appearance of Supergirl and a Fantastic Four #1. This is our first time we've gotten one in an auction. We also got a Fantastic Four #5. And if you want some high-grade Bronze Age, we got a Spider-Man 129 First Punch in a 9.4. And of course, we got the first Wolverine in a 9.4 as well. Giant-size X-Men's everywhere. And if you want signed stuff, sketch stuff, we got a She-Hulk #1 signed by Stan Lee himself and Joe Sinnott. And get this. This is a good one. Back to the Future, which is a fantastic movie, by the way. I remember I went into, my local theater had like this pass where they were going to show all 3 of them back to back. And I went and saw it. Now, me personally, I can't sit through that long of time. So I watched #1 with my friend, and then we watched, I think, almost all of #2, but I couldn't sit through #3. I was just like, I can't sit through that many movies in a row. But anyways, Back to the Future #1, signed by Marty McFly himself, Michael J. Fox. And if you have not seen his documentary on Apple TV, I think it's I'm Still, I think is what it's called. Great. Loved it. Watched it the other day. Fantastic. We also got, of course, Spider-Man signed by everybody that's ever worked in comic books. And then we have this cool Red Skull cover, sketch cover, New Mutants #98 in a 9.8 signed, and then a Mark Bagley sketch, J. Scott Campbell sketch of Spider-Man. This one's really cool. Neil Adams Venom. That's very rare. I never really see that often. And of course, some Spider-Man signed by everyone on his son. And this is, of course, really cool. Al McRome signed, sketched his Spider-Man cover of 194. The whole thing. That is rare upon rare. Never really seen that. A whole cover redone. So very cool. Whoever got that done probably had to sit there for quite a while. But anyways, let's get into the comic books that are heating up. All right. First we got on the list is All-Star Comics 58. This is the first appearance of Power Girl. A 9.4 up 20% from 480 to 575. A 9.6 up 31% from 685 to 900. And a 9.8, almost an all-time record, up 31% from selling a few months ago for $24.73, now selling for $32.40. Now, if I can remember correctly, there's so much like comic news that happens all the time. I remember something with Power Girl in the James Gunn universe. I'm sure someone out there can correct me, but I remember something like that. So that's why this has been heating up recently, and almost hitting an all-time record at a 9.8. So that's pretty good. Next, we got Watchmen #1, A 9.4 up 51% from 81 to 122. A 9.6 up 43% from 126 to 180. And a 9.8 up 29% from 669 to 860. And yeah, it's just been kind of going up just recently, but it's not like, I wouldn't say maybe this is like a trend of going up. Obviously went up comic boom, came down, went up a little bit, came back down, went up. So it looks like, I've said this a million times, looks like we're kind of at that even point. We're just going to hit this line. And so we're up here, we're dropping, and it's going to bounce off, bounce off, bounce off, bounce off. So which is good. So it looks like a lot of comic books are hitting their, it's called a resistance line. And so that's good. I think the worst is behind us for dropping. All right, next we got is Biker Mice from Mars, number 1. A 9.4 is up 54% from 52 to 80. 9.6 up 158% from 89 to 230. And a 9.8 is up 148% from 103 to 255. Yeah, just kind of out of the blue, kind of up. I think, if I heard correctly, something to do with Ryan Reynolds and looking into this franchise. Something. But nonetheless, a lot of times, I've said this before on my channel, they option everything. Everything under the sun. Everything, because, and I'm talking about Hollywood, because they want to, just in case. So they'll pay some money, they'll get the IP rights, and then they'll try to make something. And then usually, most of these projects never end up happening. Even ones that are far enough along where they have a huge star attached. Here's an interesting story. It just popped in my head. I literally forgot about this. I was attached to a movie with John Travolta. Oh my gosh, you guys made this pop into my head. I was in this band. I had a contract and everything. I was in this band, and it was going to be a musical, and the band was actually going to be in the musical. So normally the band would write the songs, and then they would have the actors sing it, whatever. But this one was going to be about a band. So it's a musical about a band, mostly about the lead singer. And then we would be the band, not only the band that made the music, but the band in the movie. And John Travolta was going to be in it. And I remember going to they had a script done. They had actors attached. I remember going to they had a barbecue for everyone that was involved. And it was I don't know, hundreds of people. But I think they never ended up getting the full amount of funding. I don't really. I remember the guy who was leading it all. He ended up on America's Got Talent, America Idol, whatever one of those shows was. Man, I totally forgot about that. It's been so long. I never got any money, just to let you know. If it would have happened, this was 20 years ago almost. If it would have happened, I would have got $50,000, but it never did. So, just to let you know, just because things are attached doesn't mean it's going to happen. All right, next we got Barbie number 1. A 9.4 up 1%. Oh boy. From 79 to 80. A 9.6 up 21% from 38 to 46. And a 9.8 up 9% from 275 to 299. And I think that was the one I sold. I think I sold that one for 299. All-time record for this book. Obviously, Barbie's the hottest thing right now. I think it's on pace to beat Mario, which is pretty incredible because I think Mario was the biggest movie of the year. So this will be the biggest movie of the year. I have not yet seen it. My wife really wants to go, so I'll probably go see it with her. It looks fun. I heard it's kind of adult-ish, so good because, I think there needs to be, I've said this a million times, there needs to be separate. There needs to be movies for kids and then movies for adults. And I honestly don't think there should be a PG-13. That's just my opinion. And there's nothing wrong with kids' movies. I watch kids' movies, but I know going in that it's a kids' movie. What I hate is when I go in expecting an adult movie and then it turns out they made it for kids. That's what I hate. Mario's fine. I don't see how you can make that adult, but it's fine. That's fine, stuff like that. But I heard it's kind of adult-ish, so that'll be good. All right, last on the list is Batman number 6, first appearance of the Court of the Owls, I believe. A 9.4 is up 8% from 79 to 85. A 9.6 up 69% from 106 to 179. And a 9.8 up 19% from 272 to 325. Let me just say, if you went back, this thing was trending for probably like under $100. I'm talking about the 9.8. Then it popped up to $600. $600 during the comic boom. Then dropped down, and it didn't drop down too much. It looks like it dropped down about like 50% or so. And then it kind of has been traded sideways, and slightly the last 6 months. It's been 6 months or so. It's been trending upwards. But let me just say, bravo, Mr. Modern here. You have pretty decent staying power. I'm impressed. So this one obviously has enough fans and people out there that want it, that it's been trending above 300, right around there, for 3 years, 4 years almost, 3-4 years, somewhere around there. No, not that. Almost three. So that's good. So that's, I mean, I don't know where it's going to go. To the moon, it's hard to say. Not hard to say, will not. But the fact that it's trending this long gives me pause and lets me know that maybe for a while it'll be trending this while for a long time. So I don't think it's going to be selling for 300 and then in 2 years it's going to be selling for 50 like most moderns. So good on that. Remember, enter this giveaway. All you have to do is enter and get it. Click it and get it. That's whatever I said before. Have a good weekend.